In this video, we're going to work together to cut out and sew this very easy t-shirt. And if you'd like to know how to sew a very quick and easy t-shirt using a sewing machine or an overlocker, then let's jump right into the video. My name is Juliet Uzor of sewsonatural.com, and if you are into creating clothes and owning your style, then please do not forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet, because this is the right channel for you. And yes, let's jump right into the video.
So you're going to need to first fold your fabric in half and place the pattern pieces exactly along the fold, because a t-shirt doesn't normally have seams unless you want to add a seam in the center front or at the center back as a design feature. So when you cut all your fabric pieces out, please remember to pay attention to, you know, how many pieces to cut out and all of that good stuff. Do feel free to use any type of jersey fabric that you would love to have in your collection. For the purpose of this video, I went with this cotton jersey fabric, which has quite a good weight to it, but do bear in mind that some knit fabrics are much lighter than the knit fabric that I have here before you, and they would behave completely differently to mine. When all your pieces are cut out, you then need to start off with the shoulder seams. You put the front and back pieces together and pin them at the shoulder seams and take them over to the sewing machine. The setting on my sewing machine I like to use is the lightning stitch, which is a much narrower zigzag stitch. When the shoulder seams are sewn together, you give it a press, and then we are going to work slightly differently because we're going to attach our sleeves first before joining the side seams. So making sure that the front of the sleeve matches with the front of the t-shirt and the back matches with the back of the t-shirt. Go ahead and pin the sleeve onto the armhole. I'm taking my time at this stage because I want to make sure that I don't have any puckers. I also want to make sure that the center line of the sleeve matches with the shoulder seam of the t-shirt. So when you're done with the sleeves, you need to move on to the neckband. Sew along the two edges of the neckband and then fold it over. When you fold it over, you want to make sure that the seams match, and then you fold the entire piece together. Take it over to the t-shirt neckline and stitch them. I'll show you a quick trick that I normally do, and this is the part that takes a bit longer when I create a t-shirt because it requires extra care. And the neckline of a of an item of clothing is the focal point most of the time, and it's the first thing that people see. So you want to take your time with this part. So as you can see, I have only one seam on the neckband, and I like to make sure that it's aligned with one of the shoulder seams. You could actually have it at the center back of your t-shirt, but it's a matter of choice. So now that we have one side pinned, we're going to fold the neckline into two parts, and we want to make sure that we have the exact halfway mark of it, and we're going to pin it onto the other shoulder seam. As you can see, I like to use pins as a marker for the middle point. You could also just make a little snip using a pair of scissors, or you can make a mark using a piece of chalk. So now I found the midpoint of the other side of the neckband, and I'm going to pin it onto the center point of the t-shirt. So it helps to distribute the neckband and make sure that there aren't any uneven pockets. And that's the purpose of doing this. So please take your time with this part and just watch what I'm doing here. This next part is optional, but I like to do it because it helps to keep the neckband flat. So if you do decide that you want to do some top stitching on the neckband, all you need to do is sew a row of stitches just beneath the stitch line to make sure that the neckband is nicely secure. We're going to now complete the t-shirt by sewing together the side seams, making sure that the armholes match. And yeah, so pin and sew along. So if you watched the video where we created this sewing pattern using a favorite t-shirt, then you would have seen that we gave the pattern a 1/2 inch hem. So depending on whatever hem your pattern has, you need to fold over that hem, give it a press to make your sewing much easier. So go ahead, press it down. Same thing to your sleeve hem as well. You press it down and take it over to the sewing machine. So I have a few words to share about working with knit fabrics. From my research and from my experience working with them, most knit fabrics do not fray and their raw edges can be left as they are. However, if you do own an overlocker, go ahead and use it to finish the raw edges of your t-shirt. I do have a detailed video sharing my most important tips for working with stretch fabrics. Also, if you do decide that you want to purchase an overlocker or a serger, go ahead and watch the video that I would leave in the description box below and find out those key things to look out for before you purchase one. So yeah, for the purpose of this video, I didn't overlock my raw edges and I didn't do anything to them. So look out for the videos that I mentioned earlier here on the screen, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. All the very best. Bye!